News right now in D.C. Our team has just learned some new details about a potential executive order from President Trump aimed at D.C.'s crime and homeless encampments.
Yeah, today D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has confirmed her team has been briefed by the White House about these topics. Our Rafael Sanchez-Cruz is live in Northwest D.C. tonight. And Rafa, what's the mayor's stance on President Trump potentially stepping in on some of these local issues?
Yeah, Leslie Lorenzo, Mayor Muriel Bowser made one thing clear tonight. She has not seen the potential executive order, so she didn't talk specifics, but reports indicate that President Donald Trump would sign this executive order that would impart clear homeless encampments here in D.C., like the one right behind me. Now, despite the sometimes contentious relationship between Mayor Muriel Bowser and President Donald Trump, there seems to be some common ground. So President Trump wants to instruct prosecutors to also seek tougher penalties for those who commit gun violence. Mayor Bowser says stricter penalties for gun offenders is something she supports, and she's been advocating for this with the federal government for years now. Now, when it comes to clearing homeless encampments in D.C., Bowser says her team is willing to work with the federal government to clear them, but she wants to make sure they can get people inside D.C.'s homeless shelters.
We have our own protocols to remove homeless encampments. They are not technically permitted in the district, but we believe we try to work with our residents to get them to a place where they want to come inside, and that's always been our strategy. We've also always worked with the federal government. Now, sometimes their policies have differed from ours, and they have not. They have not moved in the same way that we have, but even when they do address the federal parks, for example, they always work with us because it's also their intent to have people move inside.
And as we know, there have been a lot of executive orders coming out of the White House. Mayor Muriel Bowser says her team is monitoring these, particularly when it comes to how potential funding freezes could impact D.C. and its residents. Now, she did tell us today that so far there have been no interruptions in funding. However, D.C. has already had to stop some environmental programs because a recent executive order signed by President Donald Trump would make it almost impossible for D.C. to get reimbursed for these programs. Live in Northwest D.C., Rafael Sanchez-Cruz, WUSA 9.
I guess we'll have to wait to find out more about what those programs are that you're referring to.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Rafa, thank you.
All right, also breaking within the